Hey everyone, Official Guy Reviews back with you one more time. Here we go, another video. I'm trying to keep steady again this year. I hope everybody's holding up well. I wanted to take a look at something I've actually been running for quite a while product-wise. I feel like it's something that people are really curious about as far as peripherals go for the computer. Like, what's the best bang for my buck for a headset? So if you're doing some gaming and you have some issues where you're like, you know what, I would really like to hear some spatial stuff, people around me in you know, whatever shooter game or whatever you're playing, what's the best bang for my buck? And I know at the end of the day, you can't really get into something that's, you know, for 30, 40, 50 bucks and really get some solid spatial awareness. I mean, it's just not quite there. So today I want to take a look at what I got. I got it in the background here, the Arctis 7. This is the 2019 edition, so it's not the 2020 edition. Like I said, I've had it for a while, so I wanted to kind of take a look at it with you guys and kind of go over what kind of features it has. Is it really worth the money? Is it something that you can invest over $100 in these days and get decent sound quality out of? I mean, especially once we started seeing the Beats wireless headphones, even the regular Beats headphones, to be honest, and then you get into some of the higher end gaming stuff where you're getting into like the Sennheiser stuff and all that kind of stuff. You're pushing $300, $400, $500, $600 for some of these headsets, and is it justifiable? Well, I will say for you, after quite a bit of time using these guys for all different kinds of games, I think that they're one of the more solid options price point wise for you to give you the level of features they give you, to be honest. So for me, basically, I'm going to start out with the fit on them. So this is something that I have a lot of trouble finding with headsets is, do they take a real solid look at the fit? My problem with a lot of these different reviews and everything that I read is I have gigantic ears. I have a big head on me and a gigantic set of ears. So at the end of the day, these puppies, they get hurt by a lot of different headsets. If it's an over-the-ear ear cup, what I find is that I'm constantly running into this like ear fatigue you get because your ear is being literally matted against your head. And it just starts to hurt quite a bit. So how do these hold up for that? Well, the one thing I will say that's really unique about these guys is their ear cups. So the ear cup itself is a great little feature. You can kind of see there, it's not leather. So a lot of them, you just default see leather on it. These guys here are like what they call an airweave fabric. I will say, as somebody who generally runs hot and I'm always kind of overheating, these guys are a lot cooler than your most recent like leather style stuff. So that's always super handy. However, I will say on the fit side of things, if you're planning on like using these to replace something like for like running on the treadmill or something, don't do that. These ones, the weighting, I don't know whether they're definitely heavy, but when they're on your head itself, I do find that they will shift if you're moving around a bunch. So if you're like running or walking, or even if you like run to the washroom, leave your headset on while you're playing a game in queue for something or whatever, I do often find that I will feel it start to shift a little bit. So this is not a headset for you if you want to use it as a, I'm going to replace some kind of gym option. Also, I mean, obviously with the Airweave, if you're sweating all over this, it's a cloth style feel. It's not going to be a good time. But for gaming sessions, doesn't really matter how long you end up getting into them. This guy here will give you a fantastic experience with heat overall. You're going to have a really good experience on the heat. The fit itself, I've got my MPOW H10 wireless headset, which I did a review on a long time ago. It's a great kind of gym solution for budget. As you can see, ear cup size is massively different between these two guys. Like, hugely different ear cup size. These are teeny tiny by comparison. I find these feel a lot more like the more basic Beats style headphone ear cup size. But with these ones, you're getting a very large ear cup. Now, if you have big ears and you're trying to find the dream of the idea that, you know, maybe my ear will actually fit in here and like not be mushed any which way, it'll be nice and comfy. Sadly, we're not there. If you have little ears, you actually may not even feel the edge of the ear cup though. Like, you may not even touch the edge of the ear cup. It's pretty crazy. If you're looking 2018 versus 2019 edition, they did make the travel between where your actual speaker is and the outer part of the ear cup a little bit deeper, so that way if you did have your ears inside, it wouldn't touch the outer bit, because that was a complaint in the 2018 ones. You won't experience that here, which is great. It's super soft. I will say it's like mushier than a lot of, like, not the full velour style, but it's mushier than a lot of the leather. The leather, you get that firmness. This definitely will go against your ear nice and soft. I still get the ear fatigue. If you're in the longer gaming session, I find myself popping one side off, giving my gigantic ears a break, because I am getting that pressure still. The weight of them, they are weighty, but it just feels kind of almost of quality. I don't feel it like weighing down on me or anything, or getting a sore neck by wearing headphones. I mean, I don't know that I've ever experienced that, or probably would, but just a point of note. However, again, they will shift while you walk. As far as the band itself goes, they've got a nice curvature to it. The actual upper band there, it's a metal, so it's like literally like an actual metal. It feels great on top of your head. You're not going to get anything on top issue-wise. If you're wearing glasses, I don't find it intrudes too much. It's pretty clean, pretty comfy size-wise. It's good with the glasses. It's not really pushing them forward too much. The slide around is nice. It's not pushing my glasses down. So with glasses, you're still good to go. It is kind of, you're starting to see a lot of these lately, like your ski strap style. So you basically can pull it tighter or looser at kind of your discretion. So I don't really see somebody having a crazy bigger head than I do, because it's honestly like an issue. So even if you have a bigger head than I do, it's still gonna fit. Like these guys here, I don't even have them like as loose as they could get, and fit wise, like I got tons of room. Like, look, I could pull them down even further and still be like, I'm almost under my ears at this point. So it's definitely solid. Comfortability wise, you're getting a nice elastic to it. I don't see this wearing out basically ever, to be honest with you. If you really hate the idea of like an airweave fabric, you would rather have the leather that everybody else loves from the previous, a lot of the different styles of headphones, you can actually buy just the ear cups themselves directly from SteelSeries. And right now, at least I just looked, and they're $19.99 on the Canadian side. So $19.99 for leather. There's actually the replacements ones to these for $19.99 as well. Not a bad option to have. And they're literally as simple as like, you just kind of pull them out. See how it's kind of popping out there? And then just, you're good to go. So it's a very easy switch, nice and clean. So no issues there. The fit is nice. It will still squish your ears a little bit. Like, you're not going to be able to fit them inside, really. It will kind of mat a bit if you have super large ears like me. If you have little ears, you may not even, again, touch the side of the ear cup. Controls on the headset itself, nice, clean, easy controls. They've actually like cleaned this up a lot. I find that for me, with these controls, it's just clean and easy when I'm gaming. You don't have to think twice about it. You're like, which button am I sliding over? I mean, I know I've run them for a while, but right off the hop, it's very, very straightforward. Right here, you've got your mute button. Then you've got your volume up and down, just a nice clean slider. It doesn't have any click to the slide. It's just a smooth slide. Then you have your input for your jack for your 3.5 right there. And then you've got your charging right here, micro USB on that front. And then you've got your headset, which just basically comes out like so. The beauty of these guys that I absolutely love is this puppy lights up red when it's muted. So I love that feature. It's something that if you've got it in front of your face, it's not distracting, but you can kind of, if you lower your gaze a little, you can see that it's muted, so you know you're comfortable there. Also, the button itself has a good click to it, so you can definitely feel that it's getting muted, and then you've got the color itself. So there it is right there. Not that you're going to pull it off and look at that. You just look at the nice red headset on the front there. If I power it on, you're just right over here on the opposite side. There's your control there, so it just flashes basically when your control is turned on. I do find I don't love this button. The button itself is kind of a weird clickiness to it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Sometimes if you catch the edge of it, you're like, am I pushing it? Am I not pushing it? I don't love that, but you know, it does the job. Make sure you get dead center and you don't have to push it near as hard as you think. On this side there, once you're powered up, I've got the mic muted right now, so you can see the red for that, which is, again, nice and easy to see. You don't have crazy RGB everywhere. Literally, you have your like light right here for your power, and then you have your headset mic mute is literally it. So if you're not looking for something super intense that's like this crazy light up like mirage of color, this is probably a good pick for you. It's clean and easy, it's straightforward and comfortable. On the opposite side, you will see this guy here. You got game, and then you've got your chat, right? And then in the middle, you'll feel it kind of click into place. So it's kind of a smooth slide, and then as you get to the center, it stops. You can feel that you're going to be rolling over. So the beauty of that is it basically lowers the volume of either your game sound or your chat sound, or centers them in the middle. So if you've got a really quiet teammate and you're just like, dude, I can't hear you, it is a really solid way to give you a quick and easy slider, and you can feel right when it's back to center. It's again one of those little features that you can tell they've actually like properly done testing on it, because just as something as simple as having that center slider to know when you're back to center, it keeps it smooth as far as your transition in the gaming. The mic itself, I'm going to do a quick little second part to this video where I'm going to just literally be talking to you guys through the mic versus my regular mic, so you can kind of hear it and go over the SteelSeries a little bit. But we're going to move over. The actual dongle itself, my favorite words, the actual dongle itself right here, you got a really good length to the cable, lots of space. It's USB on the one end. The actual dongle there, SteelSeries on the top there. You got your little flashing light that'll light up here once you're connected to things. There's your pairing button there, right? You just kind of hold it until you pair to the headset itself and you're good to go. I haven't had any issues with it coming unpaired. If I plug it into my computer, once I'm connected, it hasn't been an issue. They say 40 feet. If I walk, into the bathroom around the corner, upstairs even, I'm generally pretty solid. However, I will get a little bit of the shift. I will say for the dongle itself, this is kind of like a rubberized foot around the edge, which is a great little feature to have. But I will say with this here, it's super light. Like, it's lighter than the cable itself by a lot. So I find it just kind of, moves around the desk as I it doesn't sit flat. So if you're real specific about how your setup looks, you might want to just throw like a little piece of sticky tack or whatever on there to hold it flat, because otherwise it's the first thing to move around. So in the back, you do have your jack plug-in for the line out. And then compatibility-wise, line in, line out. The compatibility-wise, you do have your wireless on this one here. As far as compatibility goes, you've got the USB dongle. You can wirelessly connect it to your PC. You can wirelessly connect it to your PS4 and the Nintendo Switch dock. And then there's also, of course, it comes with a USB charging cord. And then the 3.5 millimeter cord it does come with. You can connect your phone if you have a 3.5 millimeter connection for your phone, an undocked Nintendo Switch, or you can do through the controller with an Xbox One. So the 2020 series, there is obviously they've started trying to focus with the USB-C towards PS5 and the Series X and S. But for this one, honestly, compatibility is pretty solid. You do lose some features when you're running wired versus some of the wireless stuff, some of the channel sort of thing. It's a little bit different. So Xbox, not the best compatibility on it. It does work though, but as far as full wireless capabilities, it's working great for PS4, your Switch dock, and your PC. I'm generally, as you know, typically running it as a PC user. It's been great. The sound itself is pretty solid. You get pretty decent bass, nothing crazy. I mean, this isn't like an insane $500 headset, but overall, honestly, for in the $100 and $150 range, I think this is one of the best headsets that you could get. Comfortability is like no other headset I've worn ever. The Airweave fabric is super soft, super comfy, even though I have gigantic ears and it does push them down. The ear fatigue doesn't come anywhere near as fast as with pretty much any other headset I've ever used that's an over-the-ear Earcup. So that's super handy. The ski mask style elastic band will fit, as far as I'm concerned, any head size, because I have a gigantic head and it's still fantastically comfortable for me. And durability wise, no issue. Clean, easy, simple. Outside the simple con that it does shift around on your head if you're moving around, gaming wise, it's pretty tough to beat. I mean, it was rated as obviously one of the best headsets that you can get. It does have a DTS X 2.0, and it sounds great. I mean, it sounds super clean. It is a Discord certified headset. I don't think that really makes a huge difference on anything, to be completely honest, but I do find I'm very happy about the compatibility of the switch between party chat and game chat. That slider has always worked with me. Doesn't seem to matter what game I've gone through so far. I mean, I haven't gone through a list of 300 games, but everything I've thrown at it, that slider's great. If there's chat in it and I slide it towards the chat side, I hear everybody louder and the game's a bit quieter, and vice versa. Volume wise, it hits all the points. If you're listening to music, I think it's fairly comfortable, and gets a decent level of loudness while maintaining pretty solid clarity. The surround is pretty good. I mean, it's not like the end of the world if you don't have it enabled, but honestly pretty clean. So I'm going to pass it over to myself with the headset itself so we can test out the mic for you, and then we'll wrap up the video. So thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I appreciate it. The subs are just like rolling, and you guys are fantastic. Tons of comments and likes, more than, again, I ever anticipated. I never thought I'd get more than like 10 subscribers, and now we're not just past 200, we're 2.25 and still going. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and we're going to pass it over to the other side. All right. Bye-bye. Hey guys, we're back. Now we're officially using the Official Guy Reviews Arctis 7 microphone. So here it is. I've got it turned down a little bit. I hope it's not crazy for you guys, but yeah, I mean, fit-wise, it's comfortable. Again, large head individual here with huge ears, and it's comfortable. Again, I am getting still the ear smush, but overall the microphone itself, it's not going to be anything to write home about, but I really don't think it's an issue. The nice thing is the SteelSeries software is super clean and easy to use. I'll jump over here. So basically what you've got is kind of a layout. There's your 7.1 sound connection on that side, and again, it's decent. Depends outside of FPS games, whatever it is, what it is, but in FPS games, things like Overwatch, Fortnite, that kind of stuff, you're going to get you are going to get decent directional sound. You're going to know where things are coming from. You've got your sound profile here that kind of comes with some pre-default settings. You've got any stereo profiles that you set up, any bass enhancement, dialogue enhancement, which is nice. I mean, little features that you have here. I've just got both set to low. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a guru with this stuff, go ahead and flip through. Your dynamic compression and everything is noted over here, and then you've got your live preview on. This is kind of a nice little feature where you can basically get your settings all set up, your microphone volume and everything in through here, and then you can actually just do an actual live preview for yourself and record what your microphone sounds like to play back to yourself, which I feel like is a great little feature, because at the end of the day, if people are complaining in game or whatever, it's a faster way to tweak so that you're not getting flamed in game by any of your allies, because your mic is ridiculous. So I haven't done a live preview on this. I could have, but I did not prepare that well. But that's basically where that's located, and then you can listen to yourself back. So I hope that helps out a little bit for you guys. Again, bang for your buck. I think it's super solid for what it is. Also, quick little note, shout out to the S21 Ultra, because last video was S10 Plus. The one before that, as you guys know, was my 12 Pro Max, the last couple before. And this is the first video I'm shooting on the S21 Ultra. And honestly, I'm going to do a little video for you guys of this puppy. The thing is absolute beast. Like, the thing is absolutely crazy. I'm loving it. There's a couple little things here and there, but overall, I think it's fantastic. But thank you again for dropping by. I digress. I appreciate it. All the love, all the support that you guys have been offering, questions, comments, likes, subscriptions. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.